fellow yarners, welcome back to the hottest place in my house, which is my craft room. Today we're going to talk about some upcoming things, we're going to talk about some yarn, we're going to talk about some future projects, and we are going to melt in this craft room, so let's get into it. Just drinking my electrolytes. I can't cope. I'm not built for this. Sneaky is definitely not built for this. The poor lass is panting downstairs, lying on the cool floor. Bless her. Even Chloe, who's dead skinny, Chloe's not built for this. She's downstairs, also lying on the cool floor in the kitchen. Right, today we are going to start with talking about the giveaway. So the giveaway is I'm keeping it going for one more week. So the giveaway where you can win these prizes and these prizes. There's 2 prizes. Go and check out the Instagram post, so you can either win one set of yarn with one load of tickets or the other set of yarn with the other load of tickets, and I'm going to draw it next Friday, which is the 3rd of July. So if you're not already following me on Instagram, my Instagram is linked down below. Here is my little QR code, or literally just search Amora Loves Yarn on Instagram and you will find it. Since my hand's over here, people have asked what this is. This happens to be a virus shawl. It's just on the model backwards. It's not a top. It's not any kind of sweater, although it could be made into one. I mean, somebody did say that if you stitch 2 of these together, it makes such a good poncho. And I think actually it would make such a good beach cover-up if you make it in the right yarn. So, virus shawl, you can literally YouTube how to do virus shawls, virus squares, virus hexes. Virus is a very beautiful, pretty easy 4-row repeat. We have this week's cardigan, which I will not model for you. I will not put this on. This is my Toy Story cloud background inspired cardigan. Somebody said it reminds them of The Simpsons, and I can definitely see the resemblance there. It's fabulous. Literally, the actual blue cardie itself with no clouds was about 6 hours work, not even that. It was dead quick, and it was my first time working with like a really chunky fuzzy yarn, so it did work up quick. I was really surprised. I was quite naive. I thought I was going to use a 5mm hook, but no, because that's my favourite size to work with, because I always work with DK. But no, it was too faffy, too like struggly to work with a 5mm. It does recommend 8mm on that cloud-like yarn, but I went with a 6.5 and it turned out perfect. I forgot to take this fan with me to work today, so I had to walk into the school office and be like, I am dying, I have asthma, I need to cool down, and I got a medical fan. The fan was given to me because like I was literally like, been teaching, like ours is one of the only schools that's remained open through this, and literally, I'm on the bottom floor and it's already over 30 degrees in my classroom. The science guys on the top floor, they are suffering. I do apologise if you can hear the fan. I've not got my microphone on. I am not hunting for my microphone. You're just going to have to... Oh, I can't cope. I'm not built for this. I want to talk about 2 upcoming events. So, the first upcoming event is going to be the Secret Yarn Warehouse, M&A Stationers in Leicester. Now, I wanted to get there last time, but Mr. Beefcake, my car, suspension was broken. A full suspension replacement. He's honestly, man, he's such a diva. He's so expensive. We missed the last open event, and I was like scrolling through the M&A Stationers Facebook page, which I can link down below if you want. And there's new yarns, and I want to go because there's ombres, there's glitters, there's just loads of different yarns, and I was like, I wanted to go and see. I mean, not that I need any more yarn, but like I wanted to go and I want to have a look. And I've actually got me brain. I don't know what it is, right? But there's just like constant streams and downloads of patterns into my brain. I mean, I've literally got, because I had one just before I started filming. There's my book of secrets. It's I don't know, where did I get this sticker from? Was this a Pigeon's Nest sticker? It might have been. I can't remember. Pigeon, if you're watching, was this your sticker? No, lots of goodness in here, so I literally had to write one down there. Right, so yes, that is on the 3rd and the 4th of July, which is not this weekend coming, it is the weekend after. So if you are going to go to the M&A Stationers event, it's slightly different this time. I think they're open Friday, up until like 10 PM, and then I think they've got early start on the Saturday. Don't quote me. If I'm incorrect, I'll put information on the screen. But if you just go to the M&A Stationers Facebook page, they tease you with videos and they put all the times on there. So I think they've got a late night one to help people who can't get there during the early like opening hours, and they've got like a usual time one on the Saturday. I don't know if they're doing the Sunday. I'll put the times, the days and the times right here. So there's the information that you need for that if you are going to go to that. I can't give you prices because it's still a secret. It's just a well-known secret, but we don't talk about prices. We go there, we experience. But if you have seen my turkey vlogs, that's an idea of like what you're going to pay. You don't need a mortgage unless you're anything like me and you overindulge. Then the event after that, which there are only day tickets left, there are no camping tickets left, is the Carry On Crafting Festival. So if you are camping, then you will arrive there on the 10th of July, but then it's on the 11th and 12th of July. There's like something ridiculous, like 200 workshops happening over the weekend. And it's not just knitting and crochet. There is an absolute barrage. I will link down below my Carry On Crafting Festival vlog from last year. It was hot. I factor 50'd myself. Mr. Beefcake took me there. Other half wasn't there. Other half was in a state of trance with his bestie living it up. So I just took myself and I had such a good time. And I really wanted to have like done the camping, which this year got me to, honestly, as soon as those camping tickets came out last year, snatched it right up. So that reminds me, I need to make bunting. I need to make bunting to put around my little plot at this event. Thing is, if I make bunting and I show you me bunting, you're gonna know where I'm sleeping, and I don't want strange people coming in. I don't want awkward encounters, because I had an awkward encounter, and I'm so sorry if this was you. I was in the gym last night. Other half and I, we decided to go to the gym that's at the Trafford Centre because we're members of a different Everlast gym. And we decided to try out the Trafford Centre one. So we went there because we want to go a little bit of shopping afterwards. And I forgot to get a bloody blanket for this chair. Honestly, it's covered in hair now. But we went and did a workout. And then I was dead sweaty because it was horrible weather yesterday. So I was all sweaty after work. Went and did like a strength session, because I don't do cardio. I literally do like full-on strength sessions. I do my squats, my deadlifts. I do like either an upper body day pull day or an upper body day push day. It just depends. And I love to torture other half, because other half, he just does as he's told, bless him, but he pulls a little sad face when I'm making him lift things. He was doing bent over rows yesterday and I was telling him off because his posture was crap. But anyway, after this sweaty training session, I went into the showers and I'd washed my hair, and I came out the showers, and then I was just in a towel with my hair I looked like a drowned wet rat, and I was in my towel and I was trying to get in my locker, and the person who'd also come out of the showers was trying to get her locker, which was above mine. We were literally the only two people in the bloody changing room, and I was underneath her locker. So awkward moment of, oh sorry, can I just get my pants and stuff from my locker, thank you very much. But then I went in the change room and I said, oh, I forgot to bring this. So I went back to my locker, and then I closed the locker, and then she looked at me and she went, I feel like I know you from somewhere. And I was like, awkward. I was like, I do YouTube. And she went, yes, that's it. And I'm so sorry if this was you. I'm so sorry I was awkward, but I was literally naked with drowned wet rat looking, and yeah, I had a towel on, and I was like, oh, okay. So yes, apologies, I was a bit awkward, because normally when I'm at wool events, people come up and say hi, and I know people come up and say hi because I make roses to give to people when they come up and say hi. But I was in the gym and I was in a towel and I was very socially awkward, so I'm sorry if that was you, because I just kind of slid off into the changing room and was like, oh, I'm going to get changed now. So yeah, Carry On Crafting Festival, here's some deets on there. So I do think that they've got day tickets left. Now you are going to need some SPF because it's that time of year. I was factor 50'd up. We've got a tent. We've got electricity. So I'm going to convince other half to let me bring the air fryer and to bring an air conditioning unit, because if it's anything like it was last year, it was hot. It was very, very hot. It was in 3 parts last year. There was 2 sections where there was vendors, and the vendors were mostly in little gazebos, and there was things like jewellery, there was obviously crochet, there was yarn. I think since I did the vlog last year, more vendors became aware that it was an event that they could vend at, so I think there's a lot more vendors this year. And there was also a place where it was vintage stuff, so you could buy vintage stuff, and I think I did buy a couple of, I actually found it the other day. I bought a ball of weird wiggly yarn, and I don't know what I did with it. I think I've put it in my not my scraps drawer, but my potentials drawer, to make roses with, little wiggly yarns. It was nice. Anyway, I bought that, but I did get a few things. I can't remember what I bought now, but it'll be in that vlog with a haul, so you can go and check that out. There's a link down below. So that's the 2 events that are coming up. So we need to talk about things that I haven't made that I'm supposed to make, and a new urgent whip that has come up. So the urgent whip is one of the teachers at school is having a baby, and I need to get this blanket made ASAP. So I was thinking along the lines of doing gingham, because the last baby I made a blanket for was gingham, and that we didn't know baby's gender, so I did it in greens, so like a light green, a dark green and a white, and it was lovely. And baby had a photo shoot, and I saw baby with the blanket the other day. It was lovely. And this baby, don't know the gender, but I'm thinking more like beiges and earthy tones maybe for this teensy baby. I do have stuff in my stash that I can use. It's just hiding behind my wonderful cardigan here. So I'm going to have a think about what I'm going to do with that over the weekend. I've basically got like 2.5 weeks to get it made and gifted to the person. Other things I need to do, which I've been threatening for ages, which I'm actually going to go and buy the yarn for. I'm going to get this, it's like the Stylecraft Bamboo Soft, I think. Is that what you call it? So it's this is the pattern for this fan. Oh, I actually won this on the postcode lottery. I've not won like £500,000 yet, but I got sent a little fan. And then when I got sent the little fan, I was like, ugh, what do I want a little fan for? I'm paying £12 a month to get a fan, but actually I would have paid £100 for this in this weather. To be fair, I probably have. Right, I'm going to make this. I'm going to get the yarn ordered for this. So Fiona, this is Fiona here, she said that she used, was it Stylecraft Bamboo? It's written in here, I'm pretty sure. Yes, Stylecraft Naturals Bamboo Cotton. So she's used the shades, this is Blossom Rose and Nutmeg in here, but like I want to look bougie. And I'm not saying it's not bougie, but like I want it to be like, there's a caramel colour. I can't remember what it's called. Actually, it might be the nutmeg colour, you know. Might be, but I wanted that one and I wanted black, so I was going to do it like brown here and then black, like trim it in black, or the opposite way around, maybe black and then trimmed, maybe. If I could get white and like a brown, like a goldy brown and black. What do you reckon? Let me know. Do you think that would be bougie? Because I want to look bougie. I'm going 5-star. I've told her the half. This is me honeymoon. I'm not just getting in some bloody self-catering little apartment for £150 for a fortnight, which doesn't exist anymore. I want 5-star. Because I don't think we're going to... I mean, I'm never going on honeymoon again. So I told him, 5-star. That's it. I've decided. So I need this beach cover-up. And then, because my brain is always making patterns, and I was scrolling through Pinterest, I want to make like a beach cover-up cardi style, which would be very, very meshy. So I'm thinking that I'm going to get some of the Stylecraft Cotton Twist, which I also need to get some more of because I need to make... And I started off a little virus shawl with the little samples that Stylecraft sent to me, and then I forgot to get some more to like actually make the full-on virus shawl, but I was going to add beads to it so it's sparkly, so I can like cover my backside when I'm off to the pool bar for me like third strawberry daiquiri of the morning. But I did think that if I got some of that in like the white again, I could make like the most beautiful like mesh beach cover up, like a long cardi, but like with really long flowy sleeves, like a wizard almost. And I thought that would be dead nice. So that was the pattern that I wrote in the Book of Secrets. So that one, I will try to... I'll make a video of it. I'll time myself because I know that some of you have commented saying, oh, we don't care how long it takes. We just want to watch you muddle your way through it. I will time myself, and it gives you like not a realistic expectation because you're probably not as crazy as me to just sit and crochet it straight in one. I mean, you might be, in that case, twinning. But I just figured that like if you are going on holiday and you think, right, I'm going on holiday in 7 days, I want to make a beach cover up, and you say, oh well, you know, that crazy woman on YouTube, she made a beach cover up, she's told us how to do it, she's told us the yarn, I'm going to make it as well. And it might take you a similar amount of time if you log in and did it just like I will in the summer holidays when I have all the time in the world to crochet, apart from on honeymoon. On honeymoon, will crochet actually get done? I don't know. Probably. Either crochet, or I'm going to have to read like the ACOTAR 3. I need to finish A Court of Mist and Fury. I haven't finished it yet. Don't spoil it for me. I need to read number 3. I need to get number 5. Everyone keeps telling me because number 6, number 7 is coming out. So I need to get through it. I don't have time. I will sit and crochet and try to listen to it, but then because I'm listening, I stop. And I just sit and I close my eyes and I just listen to me books. So we've got a baby blanket that we need to make. We've got a beach cover up. I want to make my own beach cover up. We'll be busy. There's one more thing, and I did say I want to make my gold hexie. I want to do that as a challenge. So my gold hexie, because I've got like 20 balls of sparkly gold Knitco up there, so I'm going to make a gold hexie for myself just to look bougie, because who doesn't want a gold cardigan? And I did also think that long cardigan type of meshy beach cover up that I was thinking, what if I did it in gold? Or what if I got a cotton colour that was so close to gold and ran it with sparkle? Wouldn't that just be like It'd be perfect. That'd be so good. I've got so many plans and I've got so little time. But saying that, we've only got 3 weeks until the summer holidays, so oh my god, if it gets any hotter in the summer holidays. It's not even this hot in Turkey. In me Turkey vlog, I wasn't even suffering this much. Hydrate. Just realised I've actually got King Cole Cosmos here. If you've never seen King Cole Cosmos before, you're in for a treat. If you run this with anything, it's either instant Christmas or instant, like, eyegasm. It makes it so sparkly. If you just happen to want to give like a project some little extra bit of pizzazz, this is good. And it comes in like different colours as well. But there's not just this, there's also the palettes. Where's my palettes? Oh, it's in a whip bag somewhere and I'm not going to get it. Here's a picture. Editing Amora, you're going to just have to find the picture of the palettes, which comes in loads of different colours. When I bought my palettes, I got it from Mimi and Flory. Whenever they vend, they've got like loads of different loads of sparkles actually. I'm pretty sure you can get all the sparkles on the Mimi and Flory website. So if you want sparkles, you check them out. This one I believe I got in Black Sheep Wools. I think Black Sheep Wools is linked under loads of my videos, especially this one, because you can buy this Cloud-like by Stylecraft in Black Sheep Wools. But I know that, who is it? Wool Warehouse have it as well. I think Wool Warehouse have this. Yeah. You literally just Google King Cole Cosmos, it's brilliant. I've got the silver one, but I don't know what I've done with it. I think I had wanted to make these clouds sparkly, but it was taking too much time. So I didn't make them sparkly, but I could stick rhinestones on the clouds if I really want to. So we've talked about events. We've tried to keep hydrated. We've tried to keep cool. We've talked about sparkles. We've talked about projects that I want to do. We've talked about projects that have emptied themselves from my brain into here. I'm just, at this point, I'm literally, like, all teachers, like, relate with me now. We are on countdown. We're on countdown to the summer holidays. Like, I think many of us we've not given up by this point, but we're just surviving. Again, I'm not sure what day I'm going to go to the Secret Yarn Warehouse event. Possibly Saturday, because on the Friday, I don't want to have to drive and then, I was going to say I don't want to have to drive and come back. If I drove there early enough and went there on the Friday night and stayed over at the usual spot we find for about £30 a night, I could drive back up, having bought more yarn the next day. This is a plan. If I tell other half of this plan, he'll try and talk me out of it because he's like, woman, have you not got enough? Well, actually, I'm going to use up some stash this week. I'm going to make a baby blanket. I'm going to try and make a gold, sparkly beach cover-up or maybe a cardigan. Oh, but that, yeah. The only reason I don't want to use the Knitco Sparkly for doing a beach cover-up is because it's acrylic. I want cotton. I want breathableness. But that's not to say that we couldn't make like a really gold, long, sparkly cardigan for winter. That'd be so good. Imagine like if you trimmed it with like a sparkly black. I've just thought of another pattern. Oh, leopard print with sparkles. Right, I'm going to turn into Bet Lynch in a minute. I'm going to have a cat Slater moment. It's too hot. It's too hot to be in here. I'm going to have to love you and leave you because I need to go downstairs. Oh, I need to get started on this baby blanket. I think I'll film it for you. I'll film making the baby blanket for you. I'm going to film anything I do because I know that you lot love to see me craft and me, like, when I'm just having my brain splurges out while I'm crafting. It helps you guys if you want to make things. So the giveaway winner is going to be announced next Friday. Well, there's two winners. The giveaway winners are going to be announced next Friday. So if you're not in it, you can't win it. So jump over to Instagram, enter. Me sister and other half are going to help me with a randomizer. We're going to use one of those random name pickers, put everybody in that followed the rules and pick out some names to win this. It's very exciting. I wish I could keep the prizes, but I can't keep the prizes because they are prizes. Sneaky! Sneaky has joined us. You want to share the fan? That's a no. What a shame. You coming up there? No? Now I'm hairy. Right, apologies, that is the only glimpse of Sneaky you're getting because she's scared of the van and she's too hot. Sweaty Editing Amora would like to see some hydration emojis in the chat, please, if you did make it this far. Thank you. If you are anywhere where the heatwave is happening, stay hydrated. If you are anywhere where it's this hot naturally, I don't know how you cope. So stay safe, stay hydrated, stay crafty, and I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Bye!